Hi Leo. Welcome to your July 2019 Tarot and Astrology reading. It's nearly time for your season. But not to be outshone by Cancer season, your 12th house, arena of intuition, introspection, High Priestess energy. Your intuition is on fire. You know something big is coming. Mars is in your sign. And Neptune is retrograding in your 8th house. So, how are those power struggles treating you? Mercury's in your first, right up until it goes retrograde on the 7th and heads back into Cancer, retreating ever so slightly on the 19th. And with Mercury there and Mars there, your drive and your ambition and your confidence is high, even if it is mostly on the outside. And on the inside, you're maybe wondering, is this really what I want? What am I doing? So with Cancer season, all that subconscious energy is manifesting, and you maybe are trying to manifest something different physically than what you're actually setting yourself up for. And with Mercury retrograding in your sign, it may feel that you are as confusing to yourself as you are to everyone else. Knight of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, potential and activity. You're putting a lot of effort physically into your goals, into your dreams, but is your head and your heart aligned on that? That's the question. July is a wonderful time to figure that out. We have the eclipse, the new moon, solar eclipse, total eclipse in Cancer, your 12th house, and that is exposing some of your subconscious dwellings, some of your subconscious desires, some of your secrets are coming out. If you're a Leo who is holding on to secrets that affect somebody else, God help you, because they will come out in the next 6 months. And if you don't offer them willingly, that 12th house energy will put you into a reputation sector that you don't want to be in. 8 of Swords, restriction. It will restrict your opportunities if that's what you're planning to do. If you have no secrets that harm or affect anybody else, but you have emotional patterns that are self-sabotaging, they'll have to be dealt with too. Because I can tell from your cards you have a lot of secrets, internally. A lot of stuff going on under the surface, and you're going to want to push forward with Mars being in your sign. Yeah. A lot of these are pretty similar to Aquarius, and you showed up quite heavily in the Aquarian reading. King of Cups, Page of Wands. There's you in a water sign. Knight of Pentacles, 4 of Swords, an earth sign. Page of Cups, Death, and the 10 of Cups, a Scorpio. Let's talk about these for a second as we get into your reading. If you're dealing with an earth sign, or you're confused about your line of work, your career, you need to take some space. If you're dealing with a water sign, most specifically a Scorpio, there is a new beginning and an ending all in one. So with the King of Cups personality, who's very into their emotions, and you're this month very into doing, there needs to be very cathartic conversations, and Cancer season will wash away the unsuitable and enhance the suitable. So that depends very much on your own personal relationships. But let's have a little look. Cancer season is emotional for everybody, for you more so. And with Mars there pushing you forward, it's going to feel very, very jolting, very jarring if you don't get your head and your heart aligned. The Sun. Beautiful Leo energy. The Sun. Happiness. The Star. The Sun and the Star. I like it. Again, Aquarius showing up in your reading, you showing up in theirs. The Hermit in the positive. The challenge is the 6 of Wands. And the outcome is the Tower. I almost had a feeling that was going to happen. Because this is what I mean. Your goal is correct. Okay, so you are looking to what everybody wants. Happiness. And with the Sun energy, the Sun is what makes us grow. So does water. 4 of Pentacles, security. Could you be feeling a little bit insecure? Tower, High Priestess, the High Priest, which is the Hierophant, for those of you wondering, because this is the Oceanic deck. Wheel of Fortune. Perfect. Eclipse energy is intense and it is fruitful, even if at the time it can feel somewhat destructive. You are battling something within Leo that is self-sabotaging, and I sense it is mostly to do with the Mars energy there, exposing your own ego. And if you go after something based on ego, it's harder to come by, and you will put more energy into it and exhaust yourself to the point you are destructive. The Hermit card is very much telling you that although Mars is in your sign, Mercury in your sign retrograding, as well as a lot of the 12th house activity, is asking you to take pause and reflection to sort of cozy up with your own emotions and get to know them better. You can do this in private, because I imagine it's not pleasant as a Leo to admit where you feel you're feeling. If you're a Leo with very heavy Virgo placements, this month is incredibly good for you, because you will be able to serve your own feelings. As Virgo is a service sign, Cancer energy will react very well to your Virgo placements, and it will make you more aware. It will make you more introspective. It may make you more self-critical if you feel as though nobody wants to take your help or nobody acknowledges it. But though the Six of Wands may make you feel as though you're not succeeding somewhere and you feel as though you're failing, the truth is the Cancer eclipse is just showing you where you're going wrong, not where you're doomed. It's not taking from you, it's just turning the light on. Water energy can feel very confusing as a fire sign, because sometimes it can just dampen your spirits. It can dampen your drive. It can dampen your ambition. So you're clinging on to that Mars in your sign vibration. You're really trying to just tap into that and be all systems go. And I understand that. Mars in your own sign can sometimes exhaust you by the end of it, and it can burn you out. And that's when we have tower moments. That is when everything feels as though it's crumbling, even if it's not. The High Priestess with the Tower suggests that what is crumbling in your life in July is internal. It is spiritual. It is psychological. Nobody else may see it but you. With the Hierophant there, you would do well to seek spiritual order. You would do well to have spiritual practices. You would do well to form positive habits. Because when you do this, with the High Priestess and the Tower, you will learn not to be so self-destructive if you feel like you are feeling in the first place. With the Six of Wands in the challenge, I do get the impression that your ego may get in the way of your spiritual fulfillment, and you will see very clearly around the Cancer eclipse as it aspects positively to Uranus in your career zone. You will feel refreshed. But before that, you have to have a little bit of a Tower moment where you feel as though everything is too much and everybody is too much and nobody's paying attention and nobody's listening and nobody gets me, and it can feel very, very, very lonely. If you're worried about feeling lonely, the best thing for you is solitude, because you'll get more into your own company and you will get a better understanding of where you're coming from. The Hermit, contemplation in your positive sector. But what are you contemplating? Your navel? Meditate and let everything go. If you can feel tension in your body, you need to take a deep breath and let it release during this Cancer eclipse. When we get to the Capricorn eclipse, which is a lot to do with your habits, with your routine, shifting up there, something comes out of your routine that was there. And it can feel very daunting when there's that level of change, because as a Leo person, you're still a fixed sign. All the fixed signs are understanding that fate has an unusual script writing style. But you can write your own script too. Scripting is a wonderful thing for Leos in the month of July. Imagining as if what you want the situation to be. That's something to be doing in your contemplation. You're wanting a star moment. You're wanting to walk in the sun. You're wanting to be acknowledged. You're wanting to be at the center of everyone's universe, the center of the attention. Maybe somebody specifically is who you want. You want to be the center of their world. And that's fine. But you need to be in tune with what your intuition is telling you first. Because then we have a Wheel of Fortune moment where all of a sudden fate has something at play, especially if you're dealing with a Scorpio, especially if you're dealing with a Taurus, an Aquarius, or another Leo. Especially if it's a Taurus or a Pisces. You know, the Tower is represented by Mars. So you can use this Mars in your sign energy to strengthen you spiritually or destroy you by going way too quick when you don't have the correct intuitive tools to survive it. All you have to do is commit to a spiritual practice and everything falls into place, almost like magic. And that's magic. As we go into your season, Venus will enter your sign. Magic. Neptune retrograding in Pisces, High Priestess, and the Tower may make you feel destructive towards the ones you love. It may make you more jealous. It may make you more possessive. But the High Priest here, the Hierophant, it may be time to commit to a deeper level of understanding that will allow you to ride the waves that come in with Cancer season rather than drown in them. And with the Wheel of Fortune here, destiny has a big part to play in the next chapter. And as we know, we had the lunar eclipse in your sign back in January. And as we go into Leo season at the end of the month, it's going to show you the next chapter. And as well as that, we have a new moon in your sign on the last day of this month, which again is pretty special. So we'll go more into that in the mid-monthlies. If you want to join me in the extended, feel free to do so. It's linked below. We'll go more in depth into each card and each character and what part they play, be they a fixed sign, be they a fire sign, be a water sign, be an earth sign, be an air sign. You can join me there if you want to, but if not, Leo, I will see you in the mid-monthlies. Love ya. Bye.